Hi everyone, welcome to my very first ever video blog. I thought I'd make a commitment during 2013 after some fabulous feedback about the blogs that we've been publishing in 2012. Thought I'd make that commitment to every now and then make sure that you got the message delivered in person rather than just in text. So here I am in my new office here in Melbourne. It's been a big move down from the Northern Territory and we've still got some unpacking left to do. But anyway, what I thought I'd do today is to kick off my first video blog with a cartoon. So what you can see in front of you is a fabulous little cartoon that was published in the New Yorker magazine. And it really reminded me, as well as making me laugh, it really reminded me about the many different ways that we have it at our avail now to find out about our students and to find out what really makes them tick as both human beings and as learners. And what it really brought me back to was the notion of evidence-based programming. And this should be on the mind of every teacher around Australia at the start of this year. So evidence-based program for me can get really complicated, but I think it really asks us two main questions. The first question is, do you know your students? So what we really need to do is make sure that our teachers are very focused on finding out who are these strange little creatures that have appeared in front of them at the start of 2013, and what is it that really floats their boat? What are their interests? What are the things that capture their imagination, and can we find a way to connect that to our programs going forward? And the second question is, what can they do? So what are the gaps in their learning? What are the strengths that they have in their learning? And how can we capitalise upon that and make sure that at the end of 2013 your learners are more rounded and more ready for the next year of learning that they have in front of them? So when building evidence-based programs, I really think there's probably 3 Fs. So there's one for each of us, no matter which hat you're wearing at any particular time. The first F is for teachers, and that is just to find out. Find out what's really happening with your young people, spend those time, program those activities that allow you to find out what it is they've been up to. Whether it's about what they did over the summer break, what's the composition of their family, what are their interests, and really use that information to your best advantage to leverage it for better learning. The F for parents for me is to forgive. Forgive your teachers if they do come up with that very first activity about what did you do over summer. It's not that they couldn't be bothered coming up with anything original for week 1, but it gives them valuable information that they can use to set programs that really engage your students. We want our parents to encourage our teachers not to run the mini beasts or the fractions or the letter blends in term 1 that they've always run, but to run programs that really key into who their students are and get them excited about learning. So let's forgive our teachers for trotting out that old favourite about what did you do over the summer. And for system leaders and for principals out there, our job is to facilitate. So our role is to make sure that we encourage our teachers to factor those opportunities into the program. Allow them to get to know each other. Allow the students to talk amongst themselves. Allow games and allow fantastic fun activities that allow those connections to form so that you can really have a nice flow of information between those nice strong connections that are happening between students and between teachers. They can really facilitate some wonderful, rich programs if we allow that to happen. So if you've got any comments on what we've spoken about today, I'd love to hear from you on this page using the Facebook plugin that we have up and running for the Eduneering posts. And we really also want to hear from you on Twitter. So if you could use the Eduneering hashtag when you're next tweeting away, then we'd love to hear from those. I check it regularly and I'll make sure that I engage with you. I know that all of you have a busy time ahead planning for the start of 2013. I do as well. I'm heading to St Philip's College to do some work on behaviour management. I'm also heading to Nightcliff Primary School and Larrakia Primary School to talk about change management in schools and the way that plans out. And I'll be working with Milngimby School around placing everybody on the staff as leaders in that school community, which is really exciting work for me. And I wish you all a really fantastic and exciting start to the school year too.